I'm Peter Walters of Video Profits Club, and this is another of my 2-minute teach-ins. Today I'm going to give you 3 tips which will help you make a very good presentation. And the first tip is, don't look up. If you're speaking to an audience or to a camera, you should always have the camera slightly lower than you are yourself, so that you're looking slightly down into the camera, as I am now. That makes you look dominant and positive, and as if you're in charge. Even if you make a slight slip in what you say, as I just did there, you still look in charge and authoritative. If you have to look up, that's a subservient attitude. If the camera is too high and you're looking up towards your audience, you're subservient. We say you look up to people. People you look up to are dominant. You must be the dominant one. So always have the camera slightly lower than you are and look down. That has a secondary effect, because if you're looking down, your voice box has plenty of space and your resonance is much better. If you look up, I don't know whether you can hear it, but your vocal cords are more stretched, and some of the resonance goes from your voice. Once you look down again, that resonance comes back. So that's a very good tip for both sounding and looking better. You sound more authoritative, you look more authoritative. The second point I want to make is, don't be too fidgety. Now, I move my hands sometimes, but I don't move much else. I don't bounce around in my seat, throw my head about, lean this way, lean that way. I move my hands. That's all the movement you want. Sometimes when you see a person speaking live on stage, they will move about a little bit. That's acceptable. Sometimes you will find people who walk all over the stage and it drives you potty. And the same happens if you're speaking to a camera. You can move your hands about. That's all the movement you need. Be still. If you fidget too much, people will think he's not really in charge. He doesn't know what he's talking about and he's worried. So that's the second tip. Don't be too fidgety. Be still. The third tip that I want to make is, don't talk too fast. If you talk too fast, particularly if you don't feel in charge and you're not used to presenting, you will sound as if you're not authoritative. You'll sound as if you don't know what you're talking about. You'll sound agitated. And you get some people who talk too fast like this, and they gabble through, and lots of the small syllables and subsidiary words are completely lost, and it's sometimes very difficult to understand what they say. So don't talk too fast. If you do have a tendency to gabble like that and talk too fast, what you should do is to place the words, or think the words, on the tip of your tongue and on your lips. So that will automatically slow you down, because you're thinking with the end of your tongue and your lips. And you won't rush through your words, you'll pronounce them very clearly. Sometimes, if you start, you can find yourself doing this kind of thing, and of course that's no good either. But once you've done it a few times, you'll get used to doing it this way. Place the words very positively. Think the words to the end of your lips and the tip of your tongue. That will slow you down, and it's not gabbling through everything like this. And that will make your presentation much better. I'm Peter Walters of Video Profits Club. This has been another of my 2-minute teach-ins.